Okay, it's going.
Okay. First, I am going to give my speech on Challenger Little League Baseball. The past 5 years, I've been delightfully able to work with a group of kids that are mentally and physically challenged. I've worked with them in a program called Challenger Little League. I got involved through my boss, actually, and we got to, first, I started out as a buddy, and then I worked my way up to coach. And this, I just want to give some background on it. The Challenger Division was established in 1989 as a separate division of the Little League organization in baseball to enable children with disabilities, physical and mental, between ages of 5 and 18 or until they graduate, which in the state of Texas is around 21 or 22, and to enjoy the game of baseball. And the teams that I work with are set up according to their abilities. Our group tried to set up, split up children with physical disabilities to put them on all the teams, like with wheelchairs and walkers. And we have 3 levels, T-ball, coach pitch, or player pitch. And each player gets a chance to bat and go around the bases, and we don't really keep score, but we have fun anyway. All the players have their own uniform, and according to their abilities as well, they have a buddy. And the buddy is just there to whether keep them on track or to help them around the bases, like those with physical disabilities in a wheelchair. A few of the children that I've had an opportunity to work with, the first little girl I worked with, she actually had a walker, and it was her first time to be on a team and to work with other children. And it was a really good growing experience, and I worked with her from the first year, and she was still there this year when I finished. And my first year was a little boy. He was about 15. Well, he wasn't really little. He was about as tall as I am and about twice as wide as me. And he had Down syndrome. And he loved baseball, but he didn't like the idea of actually playing baseball. But we had to have 2 or 3 buddies the first game to pick him up and carry him from base to base. And he finally got the hang of it. That was while I was a buddy, and I've worked with all kinds of children. And as a coach, my favorite part was actually getting to talk to parents and gain experience with them. But most of all, I've learned to understand people with various disabilities, and that it doesn't matter what you are capable of, you're still able to have fun, just like everybody else. We are delighted today to have a man with us who has truly led an extraordinary life. Benjamin Clarence Knox was born on April 3rd, 1968 in Lubbock, Texas. He grew up west of Lubbock on his mother's horse ranch with 2 older sisters. His parents divorced when he was 6, and he struggles with dyslexia, which is a reading disorder where letters and words are seen backwards. As a freshman in high school, he became the editor of the school newspaper. His high school years also included making science fiction films with his friends. He's a talented singer as well, and has sang solos in choir since 2nd grade. In high school, he was an accomplished athlete and was the starting tailback for his football team. In the last 2 years of school, he also won the Top Texas Award for architectural drafting, which then led him to Texas A&M University. Because of the oil crash in the 1980s, he had to pay his own way at Texas A&M. He joined the Corps of Cadets, and his dorm room became his first art gallery and studio. And then after graduating in 1993 from A&M with a degree in environmental design in the College of Architecture, he soon opened the first and only artist-owned art gallery in College Station. Before long, he brought back one of the area's most important buildings, the College Station Train Depot. He actually designed it himself, and it's down the street from A&M. And considering that this is College Station, by age 8, Mr. Knox knew that he wanted to spend his whole life developing his creative talents, and he has come to know that art has no boundaries and can touch the human heart. His artwork is collected by dignitaries around the world and includes topics of nature, historical, athletic, and architectural significance. He's a very charitable individual and often gives his money for college scholarships, and he also signs many gifts of his artwork for charitable events. He loves a great adventure. He is an expert at snow skiing, mountain biking, and kayaking, and he has been to all 50 states and travels throughout the world to experience different scenery and cultures. Mr. Knox is truly a Renaissance man, and we are delighted to hear from him at this luncheon today. Please provide a warm welcome to our guest speaker, Mr. Benjamin Knox.